Mike, you want a statement? Make a statement?
Well,
Well, yeah, that was a disappointing game for us, obviously, and congratulations to Coach Hill and their team. They played very well, and they just beat us. It's that simple. Our team didn't do much of anything. There wasn't a part of this team that can't take ownership for the loss. So I guess that's the good news. Very similar to what happened to us in 2019 when we went to Youngstown that year, and the day before the selection, and got beat pretty good over there, and we went on a run in the playoffs, and but we'll see how this crew responds. That'll be very interesting to see. They've responded well all year, but today wasn't our day. We just didn't have it, and for whatever reasons. Questions?
Anything you saw coming?
Nope, didn't see us coming at all. I thought we had a good week of practice, and from the start, the only thing we're focusing on right now is Southern Illinois. We're not worrying about the big deal on Sunday and all that stuff, and the P word, the playoff word, right? And we don't want to talk about that. We didn't talk about it all week, and it was about Southern Illinois. So they're human. Our players are human, and they probably got caught up in some of the stuff, but they didn't practice poorly. They practiced good. So if they were practicing poorly, I would say yeah, but just didn't have a lot of juice today for whatever reason. So
you knew their quarterback was a good running quarterback.
Yeah, we made him look good too, but he is a really good runner. I'm sorry, you answer the question. Answer the question.
So even with that, were you displeased with the tackling?
Oh, very. That's no excuse. We play against a lot of good quarterbacks that can run, including our own. And we look like grade school kids trying to tackle him in the first half, and couldn't contain him when he's under pressure. Got out of the pocket, ran quarterback draw, quarterback power, and couldn't tackle him. I commented to the players several times on defense. That fellas, your platforms are awful. Your feet are crossed, your pads aren't over your toes. You're not shimmying to the ball carrier, all stuff you guys don't probably know, but they understand. And they say, yeah. Well, we got to fix it because he's going to embarrass you, and he did, and scored the last touchdown of the game. So hats off to him. He played really well, and we did a poor job of defending.
How does he compare to some of the other quarterbacks you've seen this year?
Well, they're all a little kind of the same, but a little different. He's got a big arm. He didn't throw the ball down the field much today. He didn't have to. They got a lead, and Nick's a smart guy, and he sat on the lead and just ran the football, and we just didn't do a great job. And but he's as compared to other quarterbacks, he's another really good player. Who knows? I mean, he probably a little bit between the kid. They kind of like the guys at North Dakota State and Youngstown. Strong, athletic, run well. He has all that. So, yeah.
Southern mixed up their defenses. They had some delayed pressure. Again, I know it's something you probably.
Yeah, they didn't do anything we haven't prepared for though. They didn't show anything that we just didn't block them. And it's like our front on defense. We've been playing pretty well the last 4 or 5 weeks, and we couldn't get off the blocks. We couldn't fit the run well. I mean, it was just bizarre. But give us a lot to work with tomorrow, and as we get ready for our week of preparation, there's no doubt that which I think we're in, but we definitely won't get a bye. I don't think so. We'll be playing next Saturday, so we know what our week's going to be like, and we can go to work, get some work done with some of our young guys too. Anything else? Okay, thank you.
of you, I would guess you guys are surprised at what happened today?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things we know they're a great team, and it's just frustrating the way we played today. I think it's kind of the first time every single side of the ball laid an egg, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to get your behind kicked if that happens, and that's kind of what happened today. And it's, I wouldn't say surprised, it's just extremely frustrating for us.
Tommy, same thing?
Yeah, I agree with him. I think he said it best. It just sucks. They played a great game. We didn't. That's what happens in the game of football.
Think you guys were looking ahead to the playoffs?
I don't think so. I think we had a focused mind throughout the week. I think when it came to today, whatever caused our issues were just execution based. I think like credit to them, they played a great game. They had a great game plan on both offense and defense. Their offense kept us off the field with time of possession. Their defense had a good game plan, and I'm a believer in execution. We didn't execute today, and when you don't do that, you don't do your job. Like Ty said, you'll get your butt kicked. So that's what happened today.
The defense had been tackling well here with the last 4 or 5 games. Did you feel that took a step back today?
Yeah, it definitely did, and I think it was just a mixture of that and not making plays. I kind of said this, I think, after our Youngstown State loss. Like the thing we weren't doing well was making plays. In the last 4 games, that's what we were doing. We were making plays, and the other teams weren't, and we were taking that opportunity. And today, it's just one of those things where we didn't really make any plays on defense, and I mean that's kind of the result you're going to get. They were making all the plays. They're obviously great players, so it's frustrating that they kind of made all the plays and we didn't. But that's the result you're going to get if you don't make plays like we did today.
Ty, where would you put DJ Williams, their quarterback, up against the other ones you've seen this year?
I mean, he's one of the best ones. We've played some really good quarterbacks this year, and we got another one sitting next to us. I think the Valley's got elite-level quarterback play. Peyton, Brungard, DJ, even Bowman, and I mean, there's guys I can't even think of naming right now that did great. And we play Mateer as well. So I mean, he's in the top half of those guys. And it's just one of those things where it's tough to play a guy that can run and throw the ball, and he does that both really well. So.
Tommy, what did you see that Southern did on defense? It seemed like they mixed up. They brought some delayed pressure. Again, probably nothing that surprised you, but what did you see?
Yeah, they mixed up stuff well. Did some unique stuff on 3rd down. We had game plan for, and like I said, just the execution wasn't there when especially for me, knowing what I need to do. Felt I did, I just didn't do it the right way. I think that's all it was for me personally. And then just offense as a whole, like we got to get a push up front. And then, like Ty said, we just got to make plays when, they're there. And we just didn't do that today.
Knowing there's disappointment from today, you're going to be going to the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. What's that mean to you?
I don't know. I don't know if it's really settled in yet that we're doing that. I think maybe tomorrow will. But I think Coach Brack brought up a great point in the locker room, talking about the 2019 team and how they kind of laid an egg in their last game and made a run. I think that's kind of going to be our focus now. We sucked today, and that's just the facts of it. I don't know if anyone played well today on the team. So it's one of those things where now we just got to move on tomorrow, find out who we play, and get this thing going again.
Same thing.
Thanks, guys.